Hello everyone, today I have such a fantastic treat for you. We are making our very own homemade salsa. This salsa is so easy to make. I'm surprised you're not already doing it. But if this is your first time, just follow along and these few simple steps will help you create your very own at-home salsa that I can promise tastes better than the store-bought. The first step in creating our salsa is prepping our ingredients. So I have some Roma tomatoes here, and what you need to do is chop these in half and remove this top part. So you don't want that little stem bit in there. Cut that off. Then chop up one white onion in half. Also, you need to chop up your jalapeno. Chop this in half as well. And take the skin off some garlic. What we're going to do is roast these. This adds a whole different layer of flavors to our salsa. Take a pan, line it with some parchment paper, and we are going to broil our vegetables in the toaster oven or in a regular convention oven until they are blistering and have some black scarring on it. This is where the flavor comes from. Trust me, don't be afraid of the black charring. It is exactly what you need to add a little bit more flavor. So let's go ahead and prep our ingredients. If you do not want to go through the trouble of roasting all of your vegetables, that's okay. You can skip this part and go straight to where we put these in a food processor or a blender and get started that way. Now that you've chopped up all of your tomatoes, we need about a pound of them. That works out to be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tomatoes for me. You want to lay them down skin side up. This is where we want to have the blistering and the charring to happen. If you need to do these in batches, don't worry, just take your time. I'm going to pop these in at a 500-degree oven for about 8 minutes or until I see lots of black charring on the top and blistering of the skin. Once that happens, take them out. While that is broiling, let's prep the rest of our ingredients. For this onion, I'm going to just use about half. You can use the whole onion if you would like. Chop it in half or chop it into quarters. Lay it down on the pan as well. Next, let's talk jalapenos. So these are nice and spicy. They add a little bit of heat. If you would like to have the flavor of the jalapeno without the heat, cut this in half and scoop out the seeds. But remember, wash your hands immediately after you're done touching the seeds, because if you touch your eyes or anything else, the hot oils will transfer, and trust me, they burn. But I'm going to leave the seeds in, so I'm going to chop this in half, remove the stem, and place this again, skin side up on the baking sheet with my onion. Also, I'm going to remove the skin of my garlic and lay those 2 pieces on the baking sheet as well. And I will show you what they look like when everything is done. Once your tomatoes are properly roasted, they should look something like this. See how the skin is super blistered and we have some nice dark charring on it. This is what we're looking for. Now take a spatula and we are going to throw them into our food processing dish. If you don't have a food processor, just pop it into your blender. It might be a good idea to let them cool first. That's why I am doing my roasting in batches. Next up are my jalapeno, onions, and garlic. Once all of your items are fully roasted, throw them all into your food processor and give it a gentle blend. Let's do that now. Go ahead, slap your lid on and give it a few pulses. Next, we're going to add the juice of 1 lime. Give it a nice firm roll on your countertop. This will help release some of the juices. So go ahead, roll it out, and then we are going to chop it and squeeze in the juice. Now let's add a big handful of cilantro. This is about 3/4 of a cup. Go ahead, give it a tear as you pour it in to your salsa. If you don't like cilantro, you don't have to include it, but trust me, it makes a difference. For the final amount of seasonings, we are going to add 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Now give a really good blend. Once you're done, your salsa should look something like this. Look how amazing it is. Go ahead, taste it, see if you need to add any more seasonings like more lime juice, pepper, salt, or cumin, and then go ahead and transfer it into a dish so that it can cool entirely. Now, all that's left is to enjoy this amazing salsa. Look how much it made. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Cheers. So good. It has a little bit of a kick from the jalapenos. If you don't like the kick, don't forget you can take out the jalapeno seeds first before you roast them. But I like spice, so I think it's fantastic. Enjoy these with tortilla chips, pita chips, vegetables, on your next tacos, on a burrito, or even on an omelet. I really hope that you enjoyed this recipe and you give it a try at home and get creative with the ingredients that you add into this salsa. Until next time, take care. Bye!